Hafa-day students, I am Governor Lou Leon Guerrero. Welcome to PBS University. Our friends at PBS Guam and the Guam Department of Education put this episode together with some fun and exciting learning material to help you keep up with your studies. So thank you for joining us on another learning adventure. Sidzus Masi and have a great lesson.
PBS University is a program by PBS Guam and the Guam Department of Education in conjunction with public school teachers. These lessons are created to provide both parents and students with a unique educational experience while helping students to continue learning at home. PBS University, next on PBS Guam.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come along, let's sing a song. We'll have a great adventure. Today's the day, let's learn and play. We'll have a great adventure. Numbers, letters, science things, all that we can do. Help you deal with how you feel. Share with us too. It's super cool and just like school, our awesome learning adventures. So grab a friend, the fun will end. Our awesome learning adventures. Awesome learning adventures with PBS University.
Hi kids, this is Mr. Ernesto Choco with another fast fun fact. And today I brought two of my very good friends. This is Cornelius.
Hi.
And Isa.
Hi.
And today we're gonna talk to you about music and how it can make you feel peaceful inside by singing something called harmonies. I will do the root of the chord, Cornelius will do the third, and then Isa will do the
Fifth.
the fifth of the chord. I'll start out first. Here we go. Hello. Ah, very good. You guys, excellent.
Yeah.
Now, didn't that sound so pretty and make you feel really peaceful inside?
Yeah, it did.
I'm glad it did. That's it for your Fast Fun Fact, you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Hafa-day! Or like what they say in Tagalog, mabuhay! Ako po si Mr. Gomez. I'm Mr. Gomez, your 3rd to 5th grade literacy teacher, and today, I'm going to teach you something. Are high school students really smarter than middle school students? Well, stay tuned in this episode as we interview both students from high school and middle school as we ask them the same literacy questions. In fact, the questions we'll be asking them is our topic for today. Let's dive in. Hey, I bet you already know how to make a simple sentence. Yeah, you do this all the time. For example, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. In this sentence, Thanksgiving is a subject because that tells what the subject is about. The sentence is about Thanksgiving. And is my favorite holiday is a predicate because it tells more about Thanksgiving. Now with that said, let's talk about a part of speech I have yet to teach you about, and that's called conjunctions. A conjunction is a word that connects words, phrases, and sentences. These conjunctions, such as and, but, and, or, are used to combine two simple sentences to make a compound sentence. For example, the weekend is almost here and I'm looking forward to it. The weekend is almost here is a simple sentence. I am looking forward to it is another simple sentence. We can combine these two sentences with a comma and a conjunction to create a compound sentence. I recommend using compound sentences because they show the relationship between one sentence to another. Sometimes when we use too many simple sentences, it does not make our writing flow. It might seem choppy and it might seem pretty awkward. For example, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. The holiday can be quite busy. A lot of food is cooked. I get to eat a lot. doesn't this sound better? Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, but the holiday can be quite busy. A lot of food is cooked and I get to eat a lot. We must never forget to put the comma before the conjunction that connects the two sentences. That is really important. And last of all, the most basic conjunctions to form compound sentences can be found in the term fanboys. F stands for for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. So, with all of that knowledge just dropped, do you think you can make a compound sentence? Do you think 8th graders and 9th graders will be able to make these compound sentences when asked on the spot? Before we find out, I am not only your 3rd to 5th grade literacy teacher, but I am also a teacher at Antolon Middle School in Barrigada. I teach 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade language arts. And I am also a coach for cross-country and track and field at Tizen High School. So, the students that you're seeing are actually my students right now and my athletes in cross-country. Let's see who does better.
Alright, so over here we have Aiden Magdal. What grade are you, sir?
I'm 8th grade.
Right, 8th graders. Can you make a compound sentence using the word and?
Me and my friends went down to the Micronesia Mall to hang out.
Alright, good try. Alright, we are here at Tizen High School with a 9th grader. What is your name, sir?
My name is Aiden Posnia.
Tell me an example of a compound sentence using the word and.
The dog walked to the park and found a bowl of fruit.
Can you make a sentence using the word but?
Me and my friends walked around the school, but we got caught for strolling around.
So a compound sentence using the word but.
The cat was walking to the store, but it couldn't find its way around.
Very good. Can you make a sentence using the word, or a compound sentence using the word or?
Me and my friends decided to go to the mall or hang out at the park.
Can you give me a compound sentence using the word or?
It could have been a dog walking to the park, or it could have been a cat walking to the store.
Okay. And your name is?
Juvel Cantillo.
Can you make a compound sentence using the word and?
My favorite subject is language arts, and my favorite teacher is Mr. Gomez.
Alright, thank you. Excellent. Extra credit. We are here at Tizen High School with a 9th grader, and your name is?
Dane Santos.
Can you tell me a compound sentence using the word and?
I went to the store and picked up food.
How about the word so?
My favorite holiday is Christmas, so I'm good at giving gifts.
Can you tell me a compound sentence using but?
Billy worked out of the gym, but he got injured.
Can you give me a sentence using the word or?
Do you like going outside, or do you like staying in?
Wow, you're 3 for 3. Tell me a compound sentence using the word so.
Joey went to the beach, so he got sand in his shoes.
Yeah, good. Awkward sentence, but okay. And your name is?
Joseph Yoshida.
Alright, thank you, Joseph. So, can you tell me a compound sentence using the word and?
He went to the store and the beach.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Sebastian Poco.
Alright, Sebastian. Can you tell me an example of a compound sentence using the word and?
I went to the store and I bought some eggs.
Good! I went to the store and I bought some eggs, yes. Can you tell me a compound sentence using the word so?
He ran out of milk, so he went to the store.
Yeah, very good. Can you tell me another compound sentence using the word but?
I went to the mall, but I didn't buy some food from the food court.
I went to the mall, but I didn't buy some food from the food court. Can you tell me a compound sentence using the word or?
He had a hard time choosing whether to go to the beach or the mall.
And the last one, can you tell me a compound sentence using the word for?
I am dying for I have this very contagious disease.
I am dying or have a very contagious disease. All right, strange sentence, but good job, sir.
That was interesting. Well, that's all the time I have for you today. But before I go, I just want to remind you to love yourself because you deserve it, and love your neighbors because they need it. Adios!
Ooh, it is so warm today. Oh, Lordy Lord. It's Maipi here. Because of that sun, it's shining super bright. Maipi, that means hot in Chamorro. That's M-A-I-P-E. Maipi. Oh, gosh.
Hey, Jera!
Oh, hey, Miss Terry, but my name is not Jera.
Well, Jera is dear friend in Marshallese.
Oh, it's dear friend in Marshallese. That means I can call you Jera too.
Please do.
I will do that.
Hey, I see you standing here in the hot sun.
Yeah, I feel like I'm melting like ice cream.
Oh, did you know that there are benefits from being in the sun?
There are? Like what?
Well, number one, sunlight can help change your mood if you're depressed.
Oh, okay.
Makes you happy.
Makes me happy. Well, not right now because I'm really, really warm.
Well, and number two, it helps plants grow. It helps us grow.
Oh,
it helps flowers grow and everything.
Like vegetables.
Yes.
Yeah.
And number three, you can get a whole dose of vitamin D just by standing in the sun for a few minutes.
Wow, vitamin D? Doesn't that help us absorb calcium?
Yep, we need it.
Right, for our bones.
Right.
Welcome back, boys and girls! Welcome to PBS University! Kamusta? Ang pangalan ko ay Mrs. Paulino. That's how you say, how are you? And my name is in Filipino. Let me hear you say them. Great job! Kamusta means, how are you? And ang pangalan ko ay means, my name is. Let me say it one more time. Kamusta? Ang pangalan ko ay Mrs. Paulino, your 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade math teacher. Today, we are going to learn another fun lesson. We will be learning about the parts of multiplication problem and understanding the concept of multiplication. We will also learn how to create a turkey headband for Thanksgiving. Stick around, boys and girls. I'll see you all later. Bye! Ooh, seashells. More seashells. We see many living and non-living things around us. We can also count them. We can count them individually or by groups. When counting by groups, we use the process of repeated addition called multiplication. To help you understand this multiplication process, let us use the shells I collected at the beach and count them. But before we begin, let's identify the parts of a multiplication sentence. For example, if I have 4 times 5 equals 20, 4 is the multiplicand, 5 is the multiplier, and 20 is known as the product or the answer to a multiplication problem. Let's use our seashells to show how we solve 4 times 5. In this picture, there are 4 groups of shells. 4 is the number of groups or multiplicand. And in each group, there are 5 seashells or objects. 5 is our multiplier. Boys and girls, can you tell me how many seashells are there in all? Did you say 20? Did you skip count by 5? Great job! Let's count. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 20. Or, if you skip count by 5, you will count it as 5, 10, 15, 20. There are 20 seashells in all. Notice that when we have 4 groups of 5 shells, we just added 5 4 times. Let's review. Remember the parts of a multiplication sentence. Multiplicand times multiplier
is equal to the product. Or you may also call the numbers you multiply together as factors. Also, that multiplication is just a simple process of repeated addition. Until next time, bye! Welcome back, boys and girls. Here's how to create a turkey headband. Here's your materials. We have glue, scissors, pencil, and adhesive tape. We also need construction paper such as color yellow, orange, red, brown, black, and white. The first step is to draw a big circle for the body of the turkey and a small circle for the head. Then we need to fold the paper in half to create the bands. Fold it again in half. And after this, we're going to cut our circles and our bands. Once again, we're going to cut 2 big circles for the body and 2 small circles for the head because we're going to create 2 turkey headbands. Now let's take this yellow, orange, and red construction paper and draw a turkey tail feather on one. Then fold them back to back. Cut the shape. And we should have a group of different colored tail feathers for our turkey headband. Now let's draw a slightly bigger white circle and a smaller circle and cut them. Fold them again back to back so we can cut the small piece and create 4 pieces of black circles. Do the same thing for our white circle. Cut it and we should have 4 groups of white and black to use for the turkey's eyes. Now let's take the big circle and place it on top of the band and let's glue them together. Now let's take the smaller circle for the head and glue them together just above the body. Now let's place the eyes and let's cut a triangular piece for the beak. And let's cut a red piece for the snood. Now let's put a glue on all of them so we can create the face of our turkey. Now let's take our tail feathers and form a pattern behind the body of the turkey. Yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange, red. It's looking beautiful already. Now, we just need to glue them all together. Now, because our band is short, we need to connect another band using the adhesive tape. Connect another band. Don't forget to measure the head so we know exactly where we are going to close the bands and attach the bands together. Cut the remaining piece and voila! You have your own turkey headband. With the remaining pieces that we have, I was able to create another one. I have 2 turkey headbands. They're so beautiful. I'm ready to wear them at our Thanksgiving party. That's it for today, boys and girls. I hope you learned about multiplication and how to create a turkey headband for Thanksgiving. Paalam! See you all next time. Remember, boys and girls, keep on soaring high and keep on learning. Paalam! Bye!
Oh, hey, you guys. It's your Fast Fun Fact with me, Mr. Ernest Ochoco. I'm just floating around here because I am doing my yoga breathing exercise. Did you know that if you feel anxious or nervous, you can breathe in 3 times and it'll help you calm down? Let's do it with me. It's not gonna be too fast. We're gonna do a slow fun fact today. Ready? Let's breathe in once. And release. Breathe in again. And release. Breathe in all of the good things that you love. And release all of the negative thoughts out. Now, don't you feel better? That's your fast, slow, fun fact. Bye, everyone.
Mabuhay! Ako po si Miss Blanca Flor. That's how you say, hello, my name is in Filipino. I'll be your science teacher for grades 3 to 5. Have you been to the Philippines? Just like Guam, the Philippines has their own flag. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Do you see any familiar shapes on this flag? That's right! Stars! The 3 stars on the Philippine flag stand for the 3 different island groups of the Philippines. Those 3 groups are named Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. There's a bigger shape here also in yellow. Can you guess what it is? That's right, the sun. The sun stands for liberty or freedom and independence. Have you ever taken a look at the sky in the morning? How about at night? What do you notice? Do you see a sun in the morning? Yes. How about at night? Do you see a sun at night? No. How about the stars? Do you see the stars in the morning? Sometimes, not all the time. How about in the evening? Do you see stars in the evening? Yes. Let me ask you a question. Which do you think is bigger? The sun or a star? The sun is definitely bigger. The sun is 109 times the size of Earth. That means we need 109 Earths in order to make one sun. That's a lot of Earths. Now, let me ask you, which do you think is brighter? The sun or a star? That's a tricky question. Actually, there are some stars in the universe that are brighter than the sun. Can you believe that? This is because of their distance from the Earth. Distance is the amount of space between 2 things or people. When the sun is closer than the stars to the Earth, the sun looks brighter than those stars. But when the stars are closer than the sun to the Earth, the stars look brighter than the sun. Just remember, when things are closer to the Earth, they shine brighter. It all depends on distance. Right! Speaking of stars, did you know that they were helpful in creating this season known as Thanksgiving? let me tell you a short story. Long ago, in 1621, the Pilgrims went aboard a ship called the Mayflower. They wanted to find the New World, a place where they could start a new life. They used the stars to help them make their way through the ocean. It took them a long time to find land, but when they finally did, they docked their ship. They found themselves on the east coast of what we know today as the United States. What they didn't know was how cold it was. Brr! They almost ran out of food when the Native Americans, known as the Wampanoag people, noticed that these pilgrims were freezing and low on food. So the Native Americans offered food of their own. This exchange became known as Thanksgiving. One of the things that my family does during this Thanksgiving season is gather all our canned goods and foods and donate them to nonprofit organizations around the island. Just like what the Native American people did, we share what we have with others. What will you do this Thanksgiving season? Whatever you do this season, remember to always be thankful. Speaking of thanks, thank you is salamat in Filipino. Paalam. That means goodbye in Filipino. I'll see you all on the next episode of PBS University. And remember, friends, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Paalam!
Oh, hey, are you okay?
To be honest, no. I'm feeling kind of sad and a little bit depressed.
Oh, well, here's something that might make you feel better. Did you know that experts say that hugging helps reduce stress levels?
Really?
Yeah, and it also decreases your heart rate and your blood pressure, so you feel more relaxed.
Oh, but do you have any symptoms?
No, I'm good. Did you want a hug?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we are in each other's circle anyway, so...
Come here. Oh, how was that?
That was good.
That's
I
good.
liked that.
Yay. And even if you don't like hugging, you can always hold hands, or give them a pat on the shoulder, or say words of encouragement. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Oh, that was your Fast Fun Fact. See you later.
Hi everyone! Ako si Mr. Aju. Kumusta ka? My name is Mr. Aju. How are you? That's great. I'm doing well too. Thanks for asking. Today, we're gonna go on a trip. Can you guess where? That's right, we're going to the Philippines. But before we go to the Philippines, we need to learn a little bit of Tagalog. Our first phrase is, my name is. In Tagalog, we say, ako si, followed by your name. I could say, ako si Mr. Andrew. My name is Mr. Andrew. And to be more polite, we can even add po. Ako po si Mr. Andrew. My name is Mr. Andrew. Now you try. You guys sound really great. Okay, time to go to our next phrase. Our next phrase is, how are you? It's a very important phrase. In Tagalog, we say, kumusta ka? How are you? Kumusta ka? Now to be more polite, we can also add po. Kumusta po? How are you? Now you try. Nicely done. Good job, guys. We're almost ready for our trip to the Philippines. So today, we're gonna go on a trip to the Philippines. We're gonna look at some of the amazing historical sites that you can find there. You guys excited? And after that, guess what? I have another surprise for you guys, but you're not gonna find out till the end of this lesson, so sit tight. And before we go, I also have a little riddle for for you guys. Which of the following is the correct way to display the Philippines flag? Take a look. Is it with the red on top or with the blue on top? What do you guys think? Well, if you want to know the answer, you'll find out at the end of this lesson, alright? Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Our first stop is Fort San Pedro. Fort San Pedro was built in 1738 and is part of the first Spanish settlement in the Philippines. It was taken by Filipino revolutionaries at the end of the 19th century during the Philippine Revolution. Our next and final stop are the Ifugao Rice Terraces. These rice terraces were carved into the mountains by the ancestors of some of the ancient Filipino peoples. It's sometimes called the eighth wonder of the world.
Whew, that was a lot of traveling. But I had a lot of fun. How about you guys? Did you guys have fun? What's that? Alright, that's great to hear. Before we go, don't forget I asked you guys a riddle. Do you still know the answer? What's that? Oh, you forgot the riddle. No worries, I'll repeat it to you guys. I asked you, which of these is the correct way to display the Philippines flag? Is it with the red on top? Or is it with the blue on top? Which one is it, do you know? It's actually both. I tricked you guys. We actually use both of them. We put the red on top in times of war, and we put the blue on top in times of peace. This is kind of like what we do with the American flag. Do you know what it means when the American flag is upside down? It means we are in distress or in times of great danger. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if they hang the flag of Australia upside down too all the time. I'm just kidding. Don't go hating on me, Australians. I love you too. Learning is fun, isn't it, guys? Did you guys get the answer? If you did, good job. And if not, no worries, because you learned something, and learning is awesome, right? Love learning. Alright, it's time to introduce our special activity. Around this time of year, I always get very thankful. I'm thankful for my family, thankful for my friends. What are you guys thankful for? Well, wouldn't it be great to express that thank you to whoever you're thankful for? Well, the way I express my thankfulness is by making thank you cards. Have you guys seen thank you cards before? Yeah, well, these thank you cards are very special. I make thank you pop-up cards. So today I wanted to show you how to make a thank you pop-up card. Alright? So without further ado, please enjoy. For this activity, you're going to need a paper, pen, and scissors. To begin, start by folding your paper taco style as shown. Next, we're going to draw the design of our pot. Make sure the top of your pot aligns with the fold as shown. After you've drawn the design of your pot, we now need to draw the flower. To sketch the flower, make sure that the tip of your flower is aligned with the tip of the pot as shown. Additionally, make sure your flower design does not continue to the other end of the pot. Notice I've left a space. Unfold your paper and refold it so that the fold is aligned with the other side of your pot, like shown. Now that we've drawn our pop-up design, the next step is to cut everything out. Go ahead and cut out your flower. Again, be careful not to cut to the other side of the pot design. Next, unfold and refold your paper taco style. And then, go ahead and cut out part of your pot.
Now that all the cutting is completed, we're going to go ahead and make our design pop. To do this, unfold your taco, like shown, and use your fingers to push out the back of the design to make your flower pot and flower pop. After you've done this, go ahead and fold your card back down, like shown. Now, when you open your card, you should see a pop-up flower in a flower pot. All that's left is to decorate it. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining me today on this special lesson. And as always, I love you and I care about you. Take care, guys.
Why, hello there, Gavin.
Oh, hey, Nick. How are you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you.
Ooh, what you eating over there?
Oh, this? This is some candy I got from my friend today. Would you like some?
Well, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. I learned to be generous with the things that I have. It's good to share what I have with others. It makes others happy, and I feel good too.
That actually sounds really awesome. You know, I want to be more generous too.
Yeah, of course, that's great, because I know where we can learn a lot about generosity.
Really? Where?
At PBS University with Miss Madrid Borja. You can watch PBS University on YouTube. And while you're there, don't forget to like the video, click subscribe, and turn on those post notifications.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. Should we head there now so we can learn more about generosity?
Yeah, of course. Let's go.
Right.
Oh, hi, boys and girls. Mabuhay! Ako si Mrs. Borja. Mabuhay is a greeting in the Philippines, and ako si Mrs. Borja is one way to say, my name is Mrs. Borja in Tagalog. Welcome to PBS University. I'm your character education teacher. In here, we learn about different ways to interact with people and how to deal with different situations. Situations that might be frustrating or scary or confusing, but you know what? It's all part of growing up. Today, we're going to talk about generosity. Can you say generosity? That's great! Generosity. Yeah, generosity is about being kind and generous and unselfish. And I asked you guys to write to me and tell me about some of the generous and kind things that you have done. And I'm gonna read some of those letters right now because it's mail time! Our first letter is from Zoe. And Zoe says, Dear Mrs. Borja, one day me and my mom made cupcakes and gave them to the firemen and firewomen in our village. They help keep our island safe and work long days and are away from their families for a long time. They were happy and ate them all up and thanked us. And it made me feel happy too. Your friend, Zoe. Wow, Zoe, what a great letter. You know, the firemen and the firewomen, they are very generous by giving their time to keep us safe by putting out fires, helping out with emergencies, and teaching others how to be safe. And it was very generous of you and your mom to make cupcakes and deliver it to the fire station. I mean, the firemen and the firewomen didn't ask for cupcakes. They didn't pay for the cupcakes, but Zoe and her mom just wanted to do something nice. And my favorite part was how Zoe and her mom felt happy after the nice and generous thing that they did. Thanks again for your letter. Here's our next letter. Half a day, Mrs. Borja. Sometimes our family makes baskets of goodies for people who need some help, like the homeless or foster children. That means children who can't be with their mommies and daddies right now for some reason. Some of the things we put in the baskets are soap, shampoo, toothpaste and toothbrushes, snacks, books, and toys for the kids, and things like that. We just want them to know that people are thinking about them and hoping things get better soon. From Tobias and Lily. That is so nice. Thank you for sharing that with us. Your family is very generous. And now for our last letter to Mrs. Borja at PBS University. Hi, my name is Olivia. When my cousins come to my house, I like to share my toys with them. Is that being generous? From Olivia. Yes, Olivia! Generosity is not just about being kind and generous to people you don't know. Sharing with your friends and family is a great example of generosity. Thanks for your letter. Thanks to all of you for these really great letters, or as they would say in the Philippines, salamat. You really helped us all learn about generosity more. And wouldn't it be awesome if everybody was just this kind and generous all the time? Well, that's all the time that we have for Mail Time this week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hey everybody, it's that time of year when we're thinking about all the things that we're thankful for. And we really should be doing that like during the whole year, but Thanksgiving is a holiday where people really make the time to look at the past year and remember all the things that they're thankful for. And I am really thankful for the love and generosity of my friends and family. They really make me smile and make me laugh, and if I need something, they're always there for me. So I thought today I would make some Thanksgiving Day cards to really show them how I feel. So I have a bunch of supplies with me today, and I'm going to show you how to make a really fun Thanksgiving card, and maybe afterwards you can make some for your friends and family too. So all you need is some paper, some markers, and your hand. That's all you need. Paper, markers, and your hand. And this is how we do it. So I'm taking the two ends of the paper and I'm folding them into the middle so it kind of opens like a double door or a window. And then I'm gonna trace my hand right on top of the opening of the card. And I'm gonna make sure that I connect all the ends. And now it's kind of like a hand waving at my friend or family member that I give the card to. So I'm gonna write a big hi right in the middle because I'm waving at them. Then on the inside, I'm gonna trace my hand again, except this time, it's not gonna be a hand waving. This time, it's gonna be a gobble, 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 a turkey. So let's decorate it with some feet at the bottom, an eye, a beak. What's that dangly thing that hangs down underneath the turkey's beak? I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, one of those two. Let me know what that's called. And each of these fingers is gonna become, a feather. They're gonna be feathers. And you know, you can decorate your turkey however you like. If you wanna use more kind of fall colors, oranges and reds and browns, then do that. If you want it to be bright and colorful, you can make it as bright and colorful as you want. Now I'm going to put my messages to my friends. Each one is going to be different, of course. This one says, Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for being my friend. Have a great holiday. And I'm going to end it with a really bright, colorful heart at the bottom to show them how much I love them. What do you think? Well, there you have it. It's my Thanksgiving card. Hi! Happy Thanksgiving. I hope my friends and family really feel how much they mean to me when they get my cards. I really hope that you had a good time today. I hope you have the materials and that you're able to make these cards for your friends and family too. Thank you for joining me today, or salamat, and I'll see you next time here at PBS University. Until then, be good, read books. Bye.
I am grateful for my friends. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for my home. And I am grateful for my knowledge. Oh, hi you guys! For your fast fun facts, did you know that writing down the things that you're grateful for can help change your life for the better? In fact, Miss Oprah Winfrey herself writes down 5 things in her gratitude journal every night and every morning when she wakes up. So that's your fast fun fact. What else am I grateful for? I am grateful for my PBS friends. Bye everyone!
Half a day! Half a day, my PBS friends, and welcome to CHamoru time! Guahu si Senora Bobby, and do I have an emmentada treat for you today. What is emmentada? Emmentada means very good. That's right, and it comes from our neighboring island, the Marshall Islands. Wow, isn't that awesome? So I'll tell you what, you stick around to the end so you can see what type of very good or emmentada lesson I have for you today. And let me give you a hint, it's delicious. Woohoo! Biba haanin manai grasha. So we're celebrating Thanksgiving. Do you remember on our previous lesson, we learned the Buet sounds? That's right. Some of you got it. And those are vowel sounds. A, E, O, and ooh. That's right. But today, we are going to be learning about the vowel sound O. And here are words that we can use with the vowel sound O. Words like otsu. Otsu. Can you say otsu? That's right. Otsu in CHamoru is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Malik. Awesome job. And you know, I have 8 turkeys or 8 pablos that I'm gonna cook. Oops, I think I told you what I'm gonna do, but I have 8 turkeys or pablos that I'm gonna be cooking later on, and I'm gonna show you how to cook one of our pablos. So let's use that word otsu in a sentence. Here we go. Otsu na pabo. 8 turkeys, that's right. Lihi za tutufun. Can we count it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Malik, Famagun, Malik. Awesome job. I can't wait to show you my surprise later on. Another word that we can use with the vowel sound O is ochu. Ochu. Can you say ochu? Malik. Well, I love turkey, but ochu means other. So, ko guaha ochu na nenkano? Do you have other food that you like? Can you say ochu na nenkano? Malik, other food. I like other food too, and I bet you do. What other foods do you like for Thanksgiving? Oh, delicious. Now, it's time for me to show you what I've been waiting to show you at the end, or right before we get to the end of our lesson. Come on, let's go. All right, here we are at the supermarket. Let's go in, my friends. Come on, join me and let's find my pabu. All right. Oh, none here at the veggie section. None here either. Where are you? No pabu here. Let's see if it's here. I think, yeah, it's here. I found my pabu. Woohoo! Okay, let's get it ready. Let's go ahead and clean this up and take out what shouldn't be inside. That's right. We're gonna put some salt and add some more flavors to it. And don't forget, salt the backside as well. Next, our black pepper. Again, put some inside and all over. Awesome job, my friends. Here is our garlic powder. Again, let's put it all over and inside. And last, our secret ingredient is our vinegar, just to give it a little bit more flavor and add some crisp to our pabu. Oh man, that sounds so yummy already. Are you excited to see how this turns out? All right, let's massage some more flavor in. Let's put our oven to 350 degrees. Put in our pabu for at least an hour and 30 minutes. And voila! Here is our delicious pabu. Wow! Did you enjoy that emmentada turkey that we just cooked today? That's right, that very, very good, delicious turkey. I can't wait to try it. And I definitely want to make sure that before we go through the words that we just learned today. Of course, emmentada from the Marshall Islands. Very good, you remembered. The other words we learned was the vowel sound for the letter O for otsu. Can you say otsu? Malik, awesome sounding out of that vowel. Another word we learned with that vowel sound for O was otru. Otru. Can you say otru? Malik, that was awesome. Great sounding out of the vowel O. Awesome. All right, my friends. That is all the time that I have for you today. Biba ha'anin manai grasha. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And don't forget, in order to get love, you need to give love from the corazon. Thank you for joining me for CHamoru time. Adjust.
I'm Josh Tenorio, your Lieutenant Governor. Thank you for being with us today and for taking the time to continue your learning with PBS University. I also want to thank your teachers and support staff at GDOE and PBS Guam for their work and their commitment to you, our students. Si Dus Maasi, and we hope that you enjoy this PBS University instruction.